Hey everyone, welcome to Neil's World. I hope everyone is all are doing fine. And it's been a long time since I last came live. Please tell me whether I am audible to you or not. I need to set up a bit of background music for this stream. Let me set it up. Okay, I'm using a web-based or browser-based software called Melon to do this live streaming. I hope everything is going okay. I'm seeing some sloppiness in the stream because it may be because of the internet connection. So let me play some music, background music. Let me hear whether it is going on. Yes. Okay, if you can hear some music, then tell me. The critical part about using music on YouTube or any other social media is that you need to really take care about the what you call the copyright issues, right? For if you create content online or if you create videos or any other short content on Instagram or anything like that, you need to take care of the what you call the music. If you use any music or sound effects in them, that you don't violate any copyright uh, law. So I'm using
The
Epidemic
copyright.
Sound. I'm using Epidemic Sound. That's why I think this copyright is taken care of. Epidemic Sound is a very good service where you can get what you call music to use for your YouTube or your other social media, and also some sound effects to use on your video projects. So it was about Epidemic Sound, and the topic of today's stream is apps for content creation, especially for YouTube on mobile. So what you can do, or what are the apps that you can use to create content on mobile. I use a mobile phone a lot for creating different kinds of contents, like short videos and tutorial type of videos using mobile, like a screencasting thing. If you use a mobile, you can use it as a full-blown camera. Like you can replace any kind of whatever you can do with a DSLR or a dedicated camera. Everything nowadays can be done using a mobile cam. So mobile cams have gone drastic changes for the last couple of years and has become much more sophisticated and capable than ever before. You can use your mobile phone camera to shoot 4K and nowadays up to 8K videos on your mobile phone. Like the latest release of Samsung S22 phones or S22 series or iPhones can have 8K recording capabilities. iPhones also has the ProRes codec. So it has got a lot of stuff going on in the iPhone area, but I'm not an iPhone user, so I will not be able to talk much about iPhones. But for Android, I can talk about some of the apps that I personally use and I like using those apps. The thing is that the first thing that you use on a mobile to create content is the camera, of course. Content, normally by content we mean videos and photos, and in some cases you write a blog or microblog, something like that on mobile. I'm not going to talk about how you write text on mobile. You already know how to do that. But for videos and photos, I can have some suggestions for some apps which can help you do a better job than you are doing right now. So some of the apps that I would suggest are paid and some of the apps that are free today. Okay, we will talk about three different categories of apps. Number one is the camera app, which you can take photographs, most also and also videos. Number two is editing apps, like for photo editing and video editing. Number three is creating automated stuff. Like for example, if you create some social media contents like reels, if you create some banners for social media, instead of using a full blown software like Photoshop, instead of using a full blown software like Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, if you use a Mac computer, you can use some of the web based or browser based software. Like number one that came to my mind is a software called Canva. Canva is a very beautiful software which can create beautiful social media graphics, and also nowadays it supports videos. You can also create beautiful videos. Create means editing. You will shoot the videos using your mobile phone camera. This camera which is I'm holding, it's a 12 megapixel camera only, but it takes pretty good images during the daytime. The low light performance is not that good for video capabilities, but for photos it does a very good job, this pixel phone. And any other phone nowadays have very good camera capabilities. You can enhance the camera capabilities of any phone by using third-party camera apps which will help you to do some manual tuning to the settings. Like you can change or you can set the exposure, you can set the white balance, you can set the shutter speed to your desired levels, desired values in some of these manual camera apps. For example, if you wish to go the free way, I will highly suggest you to try out Open Camera app. And in my previous stream also I was talking about Open Camera app, and those this app, Open Camera app, is very nice app, and it's very Open Camera app is very powerful for the price because it's free. For a free software, it has a lot of capabilities. It can have a lot of codec support. It can have various video settings. It also has various manual photo settings. One of the best thing about Open Camera for photography is that it can take exposure bracketed photos. Like if you can create truly HDR images using Open Camera. It's not possible in most of the stock camera apps where you get three exposures at different levels. But in Open Camera, you can set it to take exposure bracketed shots using your mobile phone, which is a very good feature on mobile phone. But to take exposure bracketed shots, you need to have a tripod or some arrangement to keep your camera steady, like a tripod, or you can have some base or some support to keep your camera steady during the shooting of exposure bracketed shots using any camera. I mean, like using DSLR also, if you take exposure bracketed shots, you have to take it on a tripod. But in case of a mobile phone, you can put it on some books or something where it can hold the camera steady, right? So this is one of the things, one of the apps that I love most, and it is free and it is pretty powerful. The thing that I don't like about Open Camera is that the interface seems very clunky, and for a new user it can be pretty overwhelming because there are so many options within the camera app that you are in sometimes you get lost. So try Open Camera and explore the possibilities using Open Camera. One of the best thing about Open Camera while doing video is that it can track your face so that your face remains in focus during the whole shooting process. Like if you put your camera on a tripod and if you set it to face tracking, and it will automatically adjust the focus on your face. So that's a very good feature of Open Camera. Many of the stock camera also has this feature, but this Open Camera definitely is a very good software only because of this face tracking feature. There are other features like You can change those white balance and all these settings and all these things. And it also supports external microphone. There is a thing that it does not get the external microphone input by default. You have to enable it in by going to the settings. So this is one thing about Open Camera. So this is one of the apps that I highly suggest you to try out if you don't use any third party camera app. Open Camera. And next, come to editing. What do you can use for editing your photos or your videos? For photo editing, I highly recommend using Snapseed or Lightroom. Lightroom from Adobe, it gets you get it in two versions. One is the free version and the other one is the premium version. The free version does a decent job, but the premium version is worthwhile for its price. And Snapseed, everyone knows it's a free software. Google makes it, and it has a lot of capabilities. Snapseed has a lot of capabilities, but if you use an Android phone, you definitely will have the Google Photos app. The Google Photos app, though it has got very less capabilities of doing some real photo editing, it has got pretty nifty features to do some of the basic editing, and also some of the things that you don't, for which you need to go for a different app, like making collage, making an animation. These are the things that the Google Photos app can do, which by default in many phones are a default gallery app as well, the Photos app. You can try that. Okay, Photos app and all these things. Let us go specific, talk specific about creating content for YouTube using your mobile phone. The first thing is that you can create direct video shot on a mobile phone. You can go up to 4K, 8K these days on your mobile phone, and I highly suggest you to use an external microphone to get the better quality audio for your mobile content. So once you create your mobile content, the next thing is that you can edit it in your mobile itself. You don't require a PC setup to edit your mobile video or any other video. You can do everything on your mobile. So you can record and shoot your videos on your mobile phone pretty easily using the stock camera or using Open Camera app or other apps like Filmic Pro and ProTake, etc., which are pretty feature rich apps. Also, they're paid apps, so you need to pay some not subscription, pay some money to get those apps like ProTake and Filmic Pro, and there are some other options like MC Pro 24 FPS. These are the things, these are the apps that you can use to create beautiful videos. Once you create your videos, the next part is that you need to edit those videos, right? On a PC, you get softwares like Premiere Pro, softwares like Filmora, softwares like Final Cut Pro. But on a mobile, you get various softwares as well, like KineMaster. KineMaster, you can try it for free also, but the problem with KineMaster is that the free version is that it gets a watermark on the exported video. Any money, I will not recommend using KineMaster. Or there is a similar app called Power Director by Cyberlink. It also has very good editing capabilities, but both these apps are paid. If you want a free app to edit your videos very easily on your mobile phone, you can try VN Editor or Vlognow. It's also called Vlognow. VN Editor has a very beautiful feature of creating Reels video for your Instagram or YouTube Shorts videos. It has got something called templates. So all these templates are free on VN. These